Hello and welcome, everybody. Tonight, we'll see the Indiana Pacers as they go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, this is going to be a great test of their ability to match up against any style of opponent. The front office had that in mind when this roster was constructed. We'll see how it actually plays out tonight. And James Harden, the 2018 MVP. Shaq, can anyone challenge him for best shooting guard in the game?
He's up there, but not the best ever. And he's not a two-way player like Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. But great offense beats great defense.
Oh, I don't know. He scores, but he creates for others too, Shaq, now. You know, at times he didn't do that. He didn't make that extra pass. He's made that extra pass at times, especially when Capella was in the lineup.
Tip-off coming up shortly. We'll go courtside to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
When the Pacers traded away Paul George, many around the league expected a total rebuild. Instead, Indiana has been a consistent playoff team. They don't have so-called big names on this roster, but they do have veterans who stayed humble, who've bought in completely, and who come to play every night. And with young talent that's still on the rise, there's reason for optimism going forward in Indiana. Kevin?
A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who was the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, he put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Turner in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Oladipo. James Harden missing on the 3. Oladipo taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Warren, and Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Gordon against Lamb. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That shot misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Floats one, and it's laid in by Lamb.
Masterful touch from Lamb right there. I mean, floaters are difficult, but there he makes it look easy.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing the rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Now, here's Brogdon. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
And Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 5 now.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Turner against Capella. Turner passes to Oladipo. Shoots it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
and they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the shot is good.
Well, that's one thing about Harden. I mean, he uses his body so well to hold off defenders. His timing and his strength. Even in traffic, he's able to get up a clean shot.
Here's Oladipo. James Harden picking up that last basket. Indiana again missing.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Here's Warren. James Harden picking up that last basket. Back to Turner. Kicks it to Warren. From deep. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight, always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Timeout.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. Leaf comes in for T.J. Warren. McDermott's checked in for Lamb. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Houston also making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green comes in for Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Rivers after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Now here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
The free throw drops for Rivers.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Rivers hits both of them. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Holiday, the pass to Leaf. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Harden, the pass to Green. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Houston needs to get a shot off, and they pick up 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Holiday goes in. Leaf, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Leaf's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Harden inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper. And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Austin Rivers. He's out there with Harden. Clint Capella is out there with Green, and it's House in at the 4 spot.
Now that's true grit for Capella. Outstanding and sticking with his shot, even when he gets knocked around. Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
That's good from Capella. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Now, here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Brogdon. Indiana with a new shot clock. Here's Sabonis. Here's Bitadze. And Capella sends it back. Here's Rivers. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Green. Pass to Sabonis. Back to McDermott. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 ball is good. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rivers scanning the floor. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing, how to finish these alley-oops.
Rivers against Holiday. And there's the pass to Sabonis. And Capella over to help. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's Oladipo in for Brogdon. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Daniel House. Gordon comes in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Now, here's Sabonis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 3 on 3. Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well, just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And he can't get the first one. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player, I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives, who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Now here's Gordon. Right side, Westbrook. That one, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Oladipo for three. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. Houston leading by 6. Inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Rockets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. TJ Leafs checked in for Indiana. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Aaron Holiday. And that one misses. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Turner comes with the double team. Capella kicks to Westbrook. Offline with his 3. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Oladipo misses. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's sent back by Turner.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Oladipo.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Here's Turner following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Turner passes to Oladipo. Kept alive. Another shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
The Pacers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Turner. Both free throws good from Turner. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. Harden against Oladipo. 4 seconds left. And it's good off the back rim and in. 6 points for James Harden.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 5. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, you look at the explosiveness of Russell Westbrook. Even when defenders have position on him, he can accelerate past them and rise above the rim. He's a terrific athlete who plays with a sharp edge.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Webber, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on their whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
And here's Gordon after Miles Turner was able to get the triple. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it, and he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Driving to the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Here is Harden after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Over Oladipo, tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 9.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Now, here's Warren. Up top, Oladipo. 5 to shoot. Here's McDermott. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Pacers trail by 5. Poked away. Stolen by Tucker. Harden the pass to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. And he's good on the 3-ball. And that's 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense. He's tough. He rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
So for the Rockets, Daniel House comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Holiday, an easy 2 points on the layup. Holiday's got 5. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Now, here's Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. A rebound by Bitadze.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Bitadze. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Gordon. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Gordon. Passes it to Tucker. Now here's Harden. Back to Rivers. Here's Tucker. It's good from the top of the key. And the Rockets lead by 4.
He might never be a number 1 option, but Tucker is there when they need him. He'll give you minutes, and he'll give you points.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Brogdon outside. Off target from 3-point range. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Houston on top, up 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's House in at the 4 slot. And so here is Houston after Malcolm Brogdon's 3-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Rivers. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 6. Pass to Turner. Harden against Brogdon. Back to Turner. Brogdon outside. A 3-ball. Rockets with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Rivers passes to Harden. Good work defensively by Turner. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. The 3. Tries again. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Turner.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Oh, yeah, that is a huge play. It looked like they had to stop until he came to the rescue.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And some changes here for the Pacers. T.J. Warren comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Oladipo in for Leaf. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook comes in for Austin Rivers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now Oladipo after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Outside Warren. He kicks to Turner. And again, it's Indiana converting. Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Westbrook against Brogdon. Lets the three fly. And Russell Westbrook good for 3. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall.
Outside Warren. And Capella sends it back. And it's the Rockets on the break. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Lamb. He gets that one. And now a 7-point Houston lead.
Oh, look at those handles. Terrific from the shifty two-guard. Gordon zipping right through the D.
Offensive rebound. Here's Oladipo. And the rejection by Harden. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And perfect timing. With a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 9. 1:44 left in the fourth. The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be.
Here's Westbrook. And And here's Tucker. Back to Westbrook. This one for three. And Oladipo pulls it down. Outside Warren. Back to Oladipo. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now it's only a 5-point Rocket lead. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Unloads. Here's Capella. Now the feed to Tucker. Kicks it to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. They shoot again. And that one goes long. Here's Oladipo. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they foul intentionally. Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Kev, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner passes to Brogdon. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around their neck. I mean, somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Capella with it. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.